Welcome to the Old School News Podcast, where we don't know what we're talking about, but we have a fun time doing it. Yeah! Here we go!
Now we're watching the Twins trying to extend their winning streak to 14 games, down by 2 against the Brewers. New call-up, McCuster's up, and he watches it low.
And Griffin strikes out. He'll be sent down to AAA. Family Guy.
Oh. I don't remember that one. 6'8".
And Griffin strikes out looking. He'll be sent down to AA Pawtucket.
Pitching him low. What are we on, 76?
76, yeah. PK Subban.
For some reason.
Philadelphia.
Flyers?
Nope, Philadelphia.
Oh, the 76ers?
Yep.
Nice.
That's all I got. I can't think of anyone who wears that number.
I was looking at some of the albums that came out in 76, and there were some doozies. Well, the Ramones had their self-title, so that's kind of like the start of punk right there, the Ramones.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
And then Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, they put out the self-titled one. What? That wasn't a strike.
No, they're saying he went.
Eagles put out Hotel California. Probably one of Dad's favorite albums came out, Wanted, The Outlaws, with Waylon Willie,
The
Chris, and then Jesse. Was Chris Christopherson in there?
I don't know. I know.
Or no, it was like Tom Paul Glazer or something. Tom Paul something.
Tom Paul Glazer?
Or Jones. Tom Paul Glazer. Oh, what a nerd. Just kidding.
Cuddle.
Grounds out to the pitcher. AC/DC came out with High Voltage, their first internationally released album. Oh yeah, Waylon also came out with Are You Ready for the Country? Which the title track was written by Neil Young, I learned today.
Nice.
Judas Priest came out with their second album, which was Sad Wings of Destiny. I think it was...
What song was on that? The one that was in one of the NHL games?
No, that's one that wasn't that... It wasn't the most popular, but that's when they changed their sound to be more heavy metal and kind of influenced the new wave of British heavy metal. So that's why I put that on there. But yeah, I think Victim of Change is probably the main track on that. But
I heard of them.
And yeah, those were the main albums.
Yeah, AJ needs to be here for this.
Yeah.
We will address the accusations against AJ at the end of the episode, by the way.
We got to wait till our lawyer gets back to us, but
that's why he's not here.
Also,
I'm not AJ. I'm Tyler.
Rest in peace to Steve McMichael and the Phobe. Yeah, what did that happen like 3 weeks ago? We haven't recorded since then.
About Sabu?
Yeah, and Sabu.
Yeah.
But Mongo McMichael, he passed away too.
Oh, I thought that. No, he's like Terry something.
Terry Brunk? Yeah, Sabu. Yeah, so in honor of Sabu, I've been watching some old school ECWs.
ECW One Night Stand versus Rey Mysterio. Great match.
Or there was a couple with RVD.
Yeah, him and RVD had a good and like a good tag team.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think right when Rob Van Dam came, he must have been feuding with Sabu. Like, I wasn't a huge ECW guy, but me and Yaki would always rent like those old... You could go like Cashwise and rent movies.
Yeah.
You remember, you're a 90s kid.
Yep.
But...
I went to the Video Bug all the time.
So anyways, Peacock recommended it's in remembrance of Sabu, and so I clicked on I think the first or second one, but it was A Matter of Respect 1996. And the first match was a young Chris Jericho.
Really?
Yeah, against Mikey Whipwreck, who I've never heard of, but apparently he was like underdog in ECW for a while and actually held the title, I think. This was just a single match, but there's some pretty sweet stuff. There was a double underhook suplex from the top rope, which, if you know what a double underhook suplex is, you're holding their arms, so they're just basically hoping they don't snap your neck when they're suplexing you.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Sandman versus Raven was a pretty good match. Raven ended up winning, but Sandman's always one of those classic ECW guys.
His entrance at that One Night Stand's pretty awesome. He comes from the crowd.
Yeah. Chugging beers and smoking cigarettes.
It's funny, dude.
You see people offering him cigarettes and he's like walking down the aisle. And then the franchise is Shane Douglas against Too Cold Scorpio, also known as Flash Funk.
I don't know who these guys are.
But there's a powerbomb on concrete, which looked pretty painful. There was a super kick, so that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Too Cold Scorpio had a nice super kick. And then a 450 splash he would do. I don't remember who did that in WWF. Did one of the Hardy Boys ever do it? Did Jeff ever do one?
Evan Bourne did.
Oh.
Maybe I made that up, but he did something cool. Hold on, Father's calling.
All right. Just got some revelations on the AJ.
Yeah.
So this just in, AJ decides to go to Cabela's instead of record with us. Did he even go golfing or what?
I assume so still. Yeah. But anyways, what were you saying?
Anyways, back to the Shane Douglas versus Too Cold Scorpio match. It was a freaking pretty epic match. The storyline was Too Cold Scorpio was trying to earn respect from Shane Douglas because I think Shane was kind of a veteran, at the time. And he had been, I think, in WCW and WWF, but didn't really find a gimmick there or like a spot there. So he came back.
He wasn't big and oily and strong, so
yeah,
didn't like him.
Yeah, like he's a pretty buff guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, wait, what? But yeah, it was a sweet match. Like there's, like I said, the powerbomb on concrete, a 450 splash from Too Cold Scorpio, super powerbomb off the top rope, super belly to suplex, and then Douglas won the match by that. Yeah, it was an epic match. So go check out A Matter of Respect in 1996 ECW. Anyways, the Twins got, one more inning?
Yeah.
To try to get 3 runs now to tie it up at least?
Yeah, everyone's favorite segment now, me talking about college football. Since last time, a month ago, I was talking about Nico
Miko Niemela?
No, Nico Iamaleava, his brother, Madden. Or no, I was talking about Nico because he was the guy who was on a holdout.
Oh, yeah.
From Tennessee, and then he went to UCLA, but his brother was an incoming freshman. He enrolled early at Arkansas, got his NIL money. So he enrolled in January, which is when early enrollees. So then he got the NIL deal. Then he hit the portal and then went to UCLA with his brother.
So he got 2 NIL paychecks or what?
I don't know, but Arkansas had taken legal actions against the brother.
Oh.
That was from like a month ago, so I don't know what happened. I could easily Google this and find out, but I'm not going to. The Gophers got Zach Pyron from Georgia Tech, who's a quarterback. So he came in January. And now he left the program. He's in the portal again 4 months after joining. I'm not shredding him. I don't know why he's leaving, but I also don't know why the Gophers signed him. But so the portal still sucks. Yeah.
I mean, I get like they're making so much money off all these players, but
yeah, I know.
Should they just give like every player? I mean, even if it was $150,000 a year, doesn't that seem like that'd be enough?
Even if it was a full scholarship and you didn't get student debt, doesn't it feel like enough?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
No, like the NCAA does make millions, so obviously the players should get something. I advocate for that, but the way it's going right now is dumb.
So it says AI overview. So this is what the robots say. The University of Arkansas, specifically its football program, is facing legal issues.
No, that's not it.
Different one.
Go type in Madden Iamaleava.
Madden.
Yeah. And then IAMA. IAMA.
Yeah.
Leva.
Madden Iamaleava, Tennessee.
No, just Arkansas NIL or whatever.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh, maybe that was right. I just saw Arkansas Edge, so I assume.
So yeah, it's a breach of contract is what the legal act.
Actually, it should be.
Yeah.
But
because he would have got paid by them, then he'll get paid again at Tennessee.
He went to UCLA.
UCLA?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of it, but I just think that's weird how it's going. And it sounds like their father has a big hand in his son's movements and whatever, so that's all dumb.
Crazy.
But yeah, should we go sports or should we go wrestling right away?
I got wrestling still, and we were just talking about that because, we didn't even get to cover WrestleMania yet, right?
No, we didn't. I didn't watch night one still, but because we were in Whitewater.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember what. I just got a bunch of random notes. Dirty Dom's the new Intercontinental Champion, and he got a pretty big pop.
Yep.
So I was thinking he's going to be a babyface now because he was getting a pretty good crowd reaction, but then I watched Raw the other night, and yeah, I think he's
still kind of...
He's still Dirty Dom, but
yeah.
I think people realize his work ethic and just what he, brings to the company. You know, he's a good guy, but sometimes he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he literally is.
So, yeah, the Rollins versus Punk versus Reigns was first night, right?
Yeah, because I don't remember watching that one.
Yeah. The only thing I've written down on that is anyone who has a wardrobe change in their entrance doesn't deserve to win. So
Seth Rollins or what?
yeah, Seth Rollins had a wardrobe change.
Dilly probably wired off that.
Although I will say, I'm pretty sure I picked him to win.
Yeah, because I was on Roman and AJ was on Punk.
Who even won that one? I don't even remember.
Rollins, clearly, if he had a wardrobe change.
Oh, yeah, and he didn't deserve to win, but he still won. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to think how the match went, but...
Oh, yeah, because Heyman switched.
Oh, yeah.
Heyman came out.
He low-blowed CM Punk after...
And Roman, right?
Low-blowing Roman, yeah.
And then, yeah, he's with Seth and Braun Breaker now. They're an item.
Yeah, because he low-blowed CM Punk first.
I don't remember.
Or no, I think he low-blowed Reigns first.
And then Punk
thought he was going to switch to him, and then, so yeah, he ended up low-blowing him and then went to Rollins, and now they got their little faction going. It sounds like they're waiting to see who the third is, because Jey Uso. Jey Uso. I was thinking Joey from hockey, but no, it's Jey Uso. Roman Reigns, and who else? Don't they have like
I don't think Roman's in there.
Roman's not in it.
Solo, probably. Sikoa.
I don't know if he was.
The werewolf guy? Tonga Funga? This something like that.
I'm going to Google it real quick. I don't know what to Google.
They got Sami Zayn. Is he with them?
Oh, yeah, Sami Zayn is, I'm pretty sure. Because he came out, and then one other person. Anyways, Zilly, you tell us. Put it in the comments.
Yeah. Downright our podcast for once.
So yeah, that match was probably the best of the night one. The Io Sky versus Bianca versus Rhea Ripley was pretty good too.
Yeah, they had a Jeff Hardy Armageddon finish when he won the triple threat for his first big title against Triple H and Edge, I think. Where Triple H was pinning Edge, and Hardy was on the top rope stunned, and then he swanton and then pinned one, and then
Io Sky won. So
and that's how Gollum won too, right?
Yep.
The same
Don Frog slash Finn Balor.
Yeah, that was
when he was pinning the other guy.
Yeah, can't do two finishes the same.
Yeah, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Paul wins. Is a pretty decent match. I think it was.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, I can't remember if there was much for tomfoolery at the end or if Logan Paul just won. What does he usually do to
Knuckles?
Yeah.
AJ wouldn't take the brass knuckles, and that Karrion Kross got pissed. That's what happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of remember. It's all coming back to me, but
yeah, from a month ago.
But yeah, then the Raw after was allegedly better than the WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what everyone said.
Is what everyone's saying, and. But yeah, that's when Cena cut his heel promo, and then or just his promo, and Randy Orton came out and RKO'd him.
Yeah, Cena versus Rose was disappointing.
Oh yeah, that in night 2, yeah, that was dumb. What's his name? Travis Scott came out, interrupted it. Rhodes took the high road and didn't use the belt, and I feel like that's all Cena's gonna win every match now is use the belt, because just that backlash. He beat Orton by smashing him with the belt.
Orton versus Cena was almost cool until the end as well. And was a little.
Well, they started doing their finishers like 2 minutes into the match now. Like there was an AA right away, right?
AA into an RKO at one point.
And then I'm pretty sure Orton AA Cena through a table.
On the announce table that didn't break. Then he went and got a table to break it.
Then I'm pretty sure Cena like knocked the table down a little bit after he fell through it or something.
Because it kind of like collapsed, but didn't fall all the way.
But yeah, then people were pissed that The Rock didn't come out.
Whatever.
But then The Rock was trying to, I think he was on Pat McAfee's show.
I don't care about The Rock.
Trying to explain why he didn't. He's like, yeah, the story was telling itself, and I didn't feel like I need to come in.
He was like, he didn't show up everywhere else, pretty much.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
So yeah, I don't know. Cody's been MIA since, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Pretty sure Rock and Cody are going to come out as a tag team at SummerSlam. That's my prediction.
No, it's Cena versus Truth at SummerSlam. That's what's going to happen.
R-Truth.
Isn't there one this week?
Yeah, it's Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
So there's the Jey Uso versus Logan Paul.
Cena's almost done, isn't he? Doesn't he only have like 24 appearances left or something?
When did he come out?
I don't know. I didn't know.
Like, when did he? No, like. Well, we all knew he was, but
he
like when did he
for
come
the
back?
Rumble, like a while before the Rumble.
All right. So yeah. No, that's all I remember from WrestleMania. I think I had a lot more, but I didn't write it down, so I forgot.
I don't.
Go listen to episode of Bum and Zilly. Zilly does a pretty good job, or they split it up between episodes.
Night 1, night 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did anyway. But Zilly was going through and like talking about every match, and then Bum was rating it based on Will.
Oh yeah, I read your comment on that one.
Off of Zilly's description of it. So
rating the match is based off what Zilly thinks is peak, whatever he said.
yeah, peak podcast.
Yeah.
it was good. It's a good bit.
Yeah, Backlash was Dom versus Penta was a pretty good match,
Oh, yep.
and then McAfee versus Gunther was. I thought that was really good. Like it was corny, but then Michael Cole probably his best match on commentary. 'Cause he's like, I'm gonna be so biased this match, and then the whole time he's just telling Gunther to pin him and all that stuff. It was good.
Oh, because he was kind of toying with him or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm just like, I wonder how Gunther felt like just wrestling Pat McAfee, who's not a wrestler. I know. Twins lost. Streak ends at 13, and I think 34 scoreless innings.
I don't know when they gave up a run today, but they were at 33 last night after that, which is freaking impressive.
So yeah, Twins are back on a roll. I think they're 4.5 out of the.
They're in the third wild card spot.
Yeah,
4 out of the.
which obviously is super early, but the way they were playing at the beginning of the year, not good. Looked like they were gonna break their record of when was their worst season.
I don't know.
Wasn't it a couple of years ago?
I don't think so.
Otherwise,
Probably in like the 2010 somewhere.
Yeah, but then when they won their second championship, they went worst to first, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember what their record was then, but they were the worst in the league, so had to be pretty bad. Yeah, so I've just been watching some old SummerSlams because SummerSlam's coming up. It's a 2-night now. I can't remember if last year was 2-night or not. 2 nights? I don't think it was, but yeah, I was watching the 1990.
I thought it was 2 nights last year.
I don't think it.
I thought that one, because that's like the other big one on it, like the SummerSlam and WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I thought SummerSlam was 2 nights the years before, but I'm not sure.
Anyways, I was watching the 1991 SummerSlam, and it was Demolition versus the Hart Foundation, and it was the first of 2 falls. Which, do they even ever do that anymore?
No.
It's like 1 fall. But yeah, now
I've seen matches of it, but I don't know.
Back then,
I also swear you talked about this before. I remember that.
there was another one at a WrestleMania with the women's tag team belts. It was like the Flying Air Bombs or something. The Japanese tag team against they were the Flying something. I don't remember, but
the blue.
Yeah, it's always weird when it's like best of 2 or best of 3, first of 2. Demolition got the first pinfall, then the Hart Foundation technically got a win by DQ. And then the Hart Foundation ended up winning because LOD came out to distract them. So then I think there was a feud between Demolition and LOD.
I think that'd be probably the best way to attack a best 2 of 3 is win the first one and then just beat the other team with chairs. And then win the third one when they're dead. So
it's good to know. I think they would lose though, because if they lost the first one and got DQ'd, that would.
No, you would win the first. You gotta win the first one, and then you beat them with chairs.
But there was a promo right after that match where Hart Foundation was talking, and then LOD showed up, and me and Gene was like, "Why are you doing this?" And then LOD said their bit, Hawk and Animal. But then the Hart Foundation was like, "We'll take on anyone, anywhere, anytime." And LOD was just sitting back there and didn't challenge him.
Ugh.
So I thought that was weird. I was like, huh? I think they would have. But, I don't know what happened after that because it was 35 years ago or whatever. But, yeah, 76. I was trying to think of other jerseys because we only named like 2, right?
In case you've been in the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know. I can't think of 76.
I thought we were on 77 for some reason, but yeah, that's next episode. Next year, probably.
Yeah, see, next month.
I have a link here to... No, I saw there's going to be an independent men's hockey teams to compete for a inaugural United Collegiate Hockey Cup. So like the independent teams. I'm trying to think who's even still independent, because Arizona State, they went to the NCHC, right?
Oh, in college?
In college hockey, yeah.
Independent. Alaska and Anchorage, maybe. I think they are. St. Thomas might. No, I think they went CCHA.
So yeah, it looks like the two Alaskan teams. Who's Lindwood?
Lindwood's they're out in New York, I'm pretty sure.
There's a shark team.
Yeah, that's at Long Island.
Oh. And then who's this one? It's not St. Thomas, no.
No. So the two Alaska teams was Lindwood. I don't know what that S is. Sioux Falls. It's not Niagara. It should say in there.
Oh, here they are. So yeah, Alaska Fairbanks.
Oh, Lindwood's actually in St. Charles, Missouri. My bad, everyone. Stonehill College. Wow.
They're the newest to NCAA.
They also don't have a town listed like everyone else.
The Skyhawks.
That's a pretty sweet name. I'm actually all in on them.
New favorite team?
Yep. The Huskies can't do anything, so.
Yeah, last year was bad. Anyways, I thought that was cool that they'll get their independent cup. So, like, what do they do for playoffs and stuff if they're independent?
Nothing. They don't get like a conference championship or anything. They just.
And how many do you need in a conference? Can't you just add a couple more?
I mean,
because there's 5 teams.
You could, but you'd also probably just want to join one of the bigger ones.
Join the Big Ten, get the money.
I don't think the Big Ten will let any of those schools in. LIU will probably go Hockey East one day. Lindwood, CCHA, or NC. Is there a West League or no? At all? Besides, like, no, Denver's.
They're all in the NCHC.
Yeah, and Arizona State is too. And those are Westmost teams.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways,
emails or no?
Or do we actually get some?
We got 3.
Nice. Spam?
Yep. No. This one's from Anthony, not the Anthony on our podcast. Hey guys, I'm sure you'll cover them anyways. Would love to hear your picks for the NHL and NHL playoffs. NHL and NBA playoffs, sorry. Well, obviously I was going to pick the Wild and Caps, which I did. And that sucks. So now anyone but Dallas, pretty much.
That's funny because I was looking at their roster and they have 4 Finns on the team.
Lundell, Granlund, Rantanen, Heiskanen.
Yeah.
And Hintz.
No, they got Hintz. Who's Lindell then?
That's a Lindell, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'd be Swedish, but I'm pretty sure he's Finnish.
Well, anyways, Miro Heiskanen, Rope Hintz.
Yeah, it's Granlund. Play for Dallas, otherwise I would like.
And then Rantanen, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to start cheering for Dallas.
No, you never should ever do that.
But yeah, and then probably, I don't know.
Toronto Capitals.
Did the Capitals, they got eliminated, right?
Yeah, you lost in 5.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good, I suppose there was blowouts because a lot of them were 3-1 in this second round, weren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them went 5, other than...
Yeah, Toronto now plays today.
Toronto, Florida, Game 7.
Yeah, so I'm cheering for Florida.
Cheering for Toronto there.
Although I was thinking I'd rather have Matthews win a cup before McDavid, so if a Canadian team wins it...
Why would you want that?
Because he's American. Yeah, well, maybe Toronto versus Dallas in the...
No,
that's my prediction. That's my prediction. Anthony asked.
Don't you hate Norm Green still?
No, I got over that. Is he still actually in the organization?
I think he's dead. I don't know, though. Like, don't take that as word, but I just don't like Dallas at all. Central team, dumb. They're probably the bottom of the Central teams for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I forgot Granlund went there.
That was awesome. He scored a hat trick, though.
Which game did he score a hat trick?
I got 4 or 5.
Was it? Yeah. It'd be sweet if he came back now that he's towards the end of his career.
Too old.
Put him on the 3rd line, 4th line.
Too old. No, he's not big enough either.
Well, the Wild signed that Yurov, or
what is it? Danila Yurov.
And he's, like the top. Wasn't he like the top prospect in the KHL, or what was he?
Yeah, he's one of our top prospects, yeah. So he should be fun.
And he's a wing?
No, he's a center. But I might play him at wing if it's too much for him. It's weird that they'll do that for him, but not for Marco Rossi.
Yeah, it sounds like the Penguins are interested in Rossi.
Sounds like anyone in the NHL should be interested in Marco Rossi, if I'm being honest.
Just like
Second year,
Hustadinov.
and he got 60 points. No, he's better than Hustadinov. But it's just, I don't know why they would ever trade him or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the, what was it, the second or third game of the first round, we had him on the fourth line.
Hello?
Another live caller. Where are they going to Cabela's now?
Yeah. But yeah, Rossi on the fourth line.
Yeah.
The fourth line wasn't bad. Like, other than Brazil flubbing a wide open net in a crucial point in game 6. Trenyan looked pretty good in the playoffs, I thought. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why they would trade him. He's done everything they've ever asked of him.
Yeah, I like him, obviously.
Like, he's small, but he doesn't play small. He's not like scared.
Yeah.
He's fine. And if they do trade him, whoever gets him will be very, very
happy with his production.
We'll be well off with him.
Yeah, so that's my pick for the playoffs the rest of the way. I guess we'll see tonight because we'll know if Toronto or Florida's going.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Toronto.
Dallas is going. They beat Winnipeg.
Yeah, Toronto. I mean,
we didn't even talk about some round 1 Winnipeg. Was that game 7 when they tied it with a second left?
Yeah,
they ended up winning. Post that on our Instagram.
No,
we haven't posted in like 5 years.
Yeah, but yeah, Winnipeg tied it late and then won in OT. That was awesome.
Who were they playing? I already forgot.
Round 1, Colorado, right? Or did Dallas play Colorado? They were playing St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because right after that, my daughter had a tournament up in...
Winnipeg?
Yeah, up in Winnipeg. At, which one was it? Wyzetta? No, it's White Bear Lakes Arena, so in Vandas Heights.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan Suter's daughter plays for Edina.
Oh,
so he was there watching the games, and then he coached the game we played against him on Saturday morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you fight him?
I tried to, but I didn't make it because I was at the Nap Open.
Oh, dang it.
So I skipped the game to go to Nap Open, but we lost 11-0.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
But they were saying, like, those girls didn't even, like... So Bree went, and she's like, I didn't even see him. I didn't know they scored because they wouldn't cheer. You know, like, they acted like they've been there before, and so... But it sounds like Annika did pretty good. I think only let in 3 of the goals.
She played goalie or what?
No, she's defense.
Well,
defense
lady goal. So
she was on ice for
defense person.
Yeah, defense. Them. She was on the ice. She was on the ice for 3 of the goals only. Obviously, we didn't get any. But yeah, right, we got right when I walked into it, when me and Annika walked in the locker room, I was like, "That's Ryan Suter." And yeah,
did you tell you to go to Quick Trip?
No,
remember his Quick Trip commercials?
Yeah,
all the time.
But then I was trying to think of who he played for, and I forgot because I was like, is he still on Dallas? He wouldn't be here. Yeah. And I was like trying to make sure it was him. But yeah, and then, he was on St. Louis.
Yeah, and then in the NBA, obviously, Wolves-Knicks, which sounds like I'm revising history like I didn't say at the beginning, but I would have said that for Cat and the Wolves.
Are the Pistons still in it?
No.
Dang it, that's who I was going to pick. Wolves Pistons. That's who my pick would have been.
Okay. I think I don't know, they played the Knicks the first round, I think.
But they were doing pretty good, I thought.
They were, yeah. I don't know.
So I don't know who else is left in the East, because obviously I'll go Wolves.
Indiana and New York.
I'll go with Pacers then.
You don't want Cat to go?
No, he left us.
We didn't leave us, we traded him.
Still going against. I still like the Pacers. Who used to play for the Pacers? But
Larry Bird?
No, then he never played for the Pacers, did he?
He for sure did, right?
Larry Bird?
Yeah.
I thought he was just Celtics his whole career.
Oh yeah. He just like runs the operations for the Pacers now. Who used to pay for him? Gary Payton, maybe?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Reggie Miller, maybe. I feel like all those guys played for a million teams.
Reggie Miller's probably, now you say that. Yeah, Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, go Wolves, though. Wolves in 5. I think the Nuggets Thunder game 7.
Did both their rounds go 5 games only?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So they're playing pretty good.
Julius Randle is the best basketball player I've ever watched somehow.
Maybe when does that round start?
Probably in a couple days. Because Nuggets Thunder play tonight, I think.
Oh, and then we get the winner of them?
Yeah.
How do we match up against them? I haven't watched any basketball.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of the regular season, but apparently we swept Denver in the regular season, but they still have...
And that's who eliminated us 2 years ago, right? Or last year?
2 years ago. Last week was the Mavericks and Luka.
Oh, yeah.
But then the Thunder, I don't know, I think we would match up good against them too, but Shai's pretty good, and Chet Holmgren is okay. Minnesota boy, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, maybe I'll start watching basketball now that they're in the
I've watched most of their playoff games. It's really boring at the beginning, and at the end, if it's close, it's pretty fun, except it takes 20 minutes to go 4 minutes.
I find like once the Wolves started being good again, I started watching. So this is like 2 or 3 years ago, and I can't watch it because they could easily make a layup, or like they just miss the easiest shots, and it pisses me off. I'm like, why am I starting to
Like it's easy.
can't invest in another sports team and just get that stress?
No,
So-
if you would have gone back 10 years though and told me the Minnesota team with the most playoff wins was the Wolves, I probably would have laughed in your face. So shout out the Wolves for turning it.
Yeah. Well, in the Wild now, they get a record of the most consecutive
Eight
eight
years
in a row.
Yeah.
Is it 8 in a row? I thought we missed like.
Well, yeah, we missed years, but we made it 8 of the last 10 years, and we've gone out in the first round every year. And it's been 10 years since we won a round.
Who was that against the Blues?
Yeah, Blues, I think.
Because then, we beat the Avs a couple years before that with Niederreiter. Sweet goal.
Yeah. And the past 4, they've been up 2-1 in the series, and they've lost the 3 straight, which is just hilarious to do.
I know. I thought after we were up 2-1 and we had another home game, I thought we could go out 3-1 and then, get one more win, win the series.
Turns out they're just allergic to 3 wins in the playoffs.
Because who's Vegas's
Hill?
Aiden Hill, yeah. He was a little leaky in those first
He looked leaky
3 games.
second round, too. He didn't look good.
Yeah, and they ended up losing to
Edmonton in 5.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's awesome that there's playoff hockey on pretty much every night now.
Yeah.
But yeah, now the next round will get
Spaced.
out, but nothing like playoff hockey. What was that? Toronto when they got blown out 6-1. Did you watch that game?
I watched it until it was like 4-0.
So after when Toronto got their one goal, I forgot what number it was on Florida.
It's probably Matthew Tkachuk.
No, it wasn't him. I would remember that, but they scored the goal, and it must have been a defenseman from Florida just came in and
It was Ekblad. It was Aaron Ekblad. I actually know what you're talking about.
but like cross-checked him from the back, and then he just fell and he threw an elbow.
Yeah.
And like no one was even talking about it.
Jason Robinson was like covering his head. The guy who scored was covering his head on the ice.
But like no one said anything. I was like, I thought the announcers would be like that. Then I was on Twitter. I thought people would be complaining about it, but apparently that's playoff hockey. Like,
Oh, yeah, it is. Playoff hockey.
Todd Bertuzzi.
Like at the end of Game 6 of the Wild, and the Vegas just took 3 penalties that just didn't get called. I'm usually pretty everyone mad at the ref, and I'm in the crowd like, no, good call, ref.
Yeah.
Only guy supporting the refs, but it was pretty ridiculous in Game 6 at the end there. So
It's just, like how much are you blind to the other teams? Like, about the Wild doing cheap shit to the other team. Like, but it does, I mean.
One they called a ticky-tack trip on and hold on Faber and Kirill. And then freaking, the Wild dumped it in once, and Boldy was going to be first guy to the puck, and Mark Stone right around the hip with the stick and pulls him, and you could see Boldy like get pulled back. Refs are just looking. And then Johansson got tackled, Boldy got molested again, and it's just...
Hartman got tackled in front of the net on
when they score.
Yeah, and then they scored, and
whatever. It's so dumb. Like, I get letting the guys play, but at some point you gotta have a line at some point.
Well, and it's like if you're the other, if you're getting, or if the other team's getting all these penalties not called, like why don't you just match their douchery and just
because you're gonna get called. You don't be the guy who gets called.
Yeah, I don't know, but. I don't know.
Next year's our year.
Well, it sounds like, we have the money, the cap's gone, but we got to re-sign everyone.
Extension of Faber, Kirill's going to get a pay raise, and then if we keep Marco, or whatever guy we replace him with. But that's still, we'll still have a little bit extra to fill out, and not have Justin Brezzo on the team, hopefully.
Who?
Justin Brezzo.
Oh, yeah.
Like to him, of course.
Do we just have him for a 1.5 year thing?
He's an RFA, so like we could tender him, but I don't see them doing that.
I mean, the Wild do need like a bigger forward, even probably bigger defenseman. I mean, just like someone that can score 30 goals.
Well, what
and
they're going to do is they're going to trade Jared Spurgeon or Brodeen, but hopefully not Brodeen.
don't ever trade Jared Spurgeon. He's been here for, 15 years?
What has he done?
He's a pretty good shutdown D, isn't he?
He's too old. Get him out of here. I'm in on trading him.
Put him on the third line D.
For making $7 million? No, not worth it. Get him out of here.
We'll cut his pay.
You can't do that.
Jared, come on. Let him. Just get out. I like Jared Spurgeon.
I do. I never said I.
But I'm just a loyalist, so if. And Annika's the same way, like my daughter, because when they fired, who'd they fire?
Dean Evison?
Yeah, she's like, they can just fire him. And she just couldn't wrap her mind around, oh, they're not winning. And they fired the coach. Yeah. So, but I think she asked, so we can fire our coach?
Yeah.
On the 10U team?
And also shout out Marc-Andre Fleury for his last year. I was pretty skeptical when they traded for him because he is old, but he gave us some great games. And it was really fun watching him end his career. So shout out.
And it sounds like he loves it here. He's going to be the goalie coach, or what is it called?
He's going to take a year off, I think.
Is he?
Is what they said, but he's going to live here during the school year. So he'll be around. He's not really sure if he wants to commit more time.
Oh, yeah.
Right away.
He's paid his dues.
Yeah.
How long was he in the league?
20 something?
Was it 20?
I thought it was 20, but I don't know.
He had definitely end of an era for... Because, now, who are some other goalies that are his age? Bobrovsky, probably. He's got to be up there.
He's not as old as him. He's probably 35, but I don't think there's any goalie around his age still playing. Another email here from Garrett. Should I read it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Would love to hear what you think the Vikes and Bills are going to do at the draft this year. Also, do you guys have any sleepers you really like? Thanks. Big fan.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to go after a speedy cornerback.
I think Shadur Sanders is going to fall in the 5th round. It's that. I'm actually a Shadur fan now because he fell and everyone hates him and it's not cool to hate him anymore. So
hopefully it's just fuel for him to get better and maybe humbled him a little bit.
You don't want to take on the distraction because he brought a lot with him.
Yeah.
But the things that were going on Twitter when he was falling was hilarious. What was he doing in his interview? And
oh, yeah. It's
he'd be like, oh, good evening, Shadur. And then they'd say, he flexed his watch. He's like, see how much this is?
That's what he did?
No, that's just what people are joking about.
Oh.
And it is pretty funny. But, yeah, I don't know. And the Vikes, I don't even know. I don't even remember who they took.
They got a guard right away, right?
I don't know. Whatever.
But they only had 2 draft picks. Or
they signed Max Brosmer, which is the only thing that matters.
Is he a tight end?
No, he was the quarterback for the Ghosts last year.
Oh.
Undrafted. They signed him. He's going to take JJ's spot. You heard it here first.
He's going to start over JJ. I would welcome that.
That's actually not the keyboard.
That's not the keyboard.
And then the Ghosts had Ariante Ursary go to the Texans. Justin Wally go to the Colts. They had one other guy drafted that I can't remember.
For the Vikes?
Yeah, no, the Gophers.
Oh.
The guys who went.
Yeah. So the Bills only had 3. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 draft picks. Or 10.
Why'd you say 3 at first?
I was just counting them. But yeah, so they had 9 draft picks and they got 3 offensive people.
They just went to...
So, but yeah, I remember everyone being mad they didn't get a wide receiver, soon. But, I mean, if you see what... Their offense was fine last year, and they're not really...
Josh Allen could throw to me, and he'd be okay.
Yeah, but their first pick, that speedy cornerback out of Kentucky. He seems like he'll be pretty good. I think he had some hip issues or something, allegedly, but...
I don't know.
Then they got a D tackle from South Carolina, Sanders, and DN, another D tackle. So now they're bolstering their defense, which I think they needed to do. So
now tell me what the Vikes did, because I actually don't remember.
So yeah, Garrett, we can't predict who they got, but I don't know.
Yeah, any sleepers that I like, anyone on the Gophers, that's all that matters.
Yeah, sleepers. I don't pay enough attention to college football to.
I'm trying to think if there was one that I really liked that in college, but I can't think right now.
So yeah, the Vikes got a guard right away, Donovan Jackson. They didn't have a pick in the second round.
Ty Felton,
the wide receiver. Then
Oh, no, who I really liked was Tyler Warren from Penn State, tight end. Not a sleeper. He went in the first round, but when he played the Gulfs, he went for like 40 catches and 200 yards, and they're like triple.
Who drafted him?
Not the NFC North, which is what I was really scared of. I think the Colts got him.
Colts. Yeah, we'll say my sleeper is Kobe King. Yep, linebacker from Penn State.
I don't remember him in the Ghost game when they played, but yeah. I don't know. Should be an interesting year for the Vikes if JJ can
throw the ball to
if he can be good.
3-4 prime receivers.
The only thing I'd say is I wish they got a better running back, like something. Because we just got Jones and who now?
They got the San Fran guy that backed up McCaffrey.
Oh, Jordan Mason, yeah.
Yeah, so he should be pretty good.
When he was healthy. Do they still have Ty Chandler? Do you know?
I don't even know. Let's see.
What about Kene Nwangwu? Yeah, Vikes.
Says he's still on the Vikes, yeah.
I kind of liked him, but
I like he's super explosive. Like, I swear he just hits the hole going.
He's 27? I swear he's been on the team for like 2 years. Anyways, yeah.
So, yeah, I like Chandler, but yeah, it'll obviously be, I don't know, is Mason going to start?
They'll probably be Jones. So.
Jones start, and then just. But he's got to be 30 now, right?
He's going to be over 30. He was drafted in 2017.
Aaron Jones.
2017 out of UTEP, by the way. If anyone was curious. I just knew that.
30 years old.
Oh, he was 2017. But yeah, I don't know. He had a good year. He'll be fine.
Dude, he's got a career 4.9 average. That's solid.
3 yards in a cloud of dust plus some.
Is Aaron Jones still deaf? I don't know. He was deaf. That's what...
He's not deaf.
People ask.
He's not deaf.
Anyways. So yeah, Garrett, that's our NHL.
Yeah, that would have been fun to answer those questions before these things happened.
Then we got Lame AJ, because we were supposed to record. It was going to work out perfect, and then he got strep throat. Because that would have been like right after the draft.
Yeah, the day of maybe even.
No, well, it would have been on a third. Or
was it Thursday or Whitewater though?
Maybe it was. Yeah,
or no, not Thursday, but yeah, Saturday maybe. So just a couple days after.
Yeah,
yeah, and then I had supraventricular tachycardia from the Wild losing. You can only take, if you're curious, you can only take 8 years of your team losing in the first round before your heart gets out. So.
It wasn't all the darts you were smoking?
Oh, yeah, it was the darts I smoked after the game, actually. Chain smoked a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, was that game? Was that when they got eliminated?
Yeah.
Oh. Because you went with LP for he's getting married, right?
And then Isaac Johnson came as well. Because Nate weaseled his way in for a third ticket. He's like, oh, Lydia's going to get me a ticket for my birthday, or get me tickets. You should come with me. I was like, I'm going with LP. He's like, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, no, do you want to come? He's like, yeah. Then I got 3 tickets, and then he's like, did you actually buy a ticket? I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't know if I can go. And I was like, what? And then he's like, yeah, I can. I'm going to North Dakota. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to replace you. So then I told Isaac to come. And he's like, and then the next day, he's like, actually, we're not leaving until Friday, so I can come. And I was like, I've already replaced you.
And getting playoff tickets probably isn't that easy.
And I got, so I had 5 tickets that I gave Brother Ryan and Jim.
Oh, yeah.
The other 2. And they went, I was talking to Ryan most of the game at intermissions.
Oh, they're all right next to each other or what?
No, they're just a couple sections over from us.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really fun. Frustrating. Dumb. Cool. Can't beat it.
At least they made it. Made the playoff.
Only half the league makes it.
All right, what else you got?
I got one more.
Oh, yeah, emails.
This one's from Marc. He says, hey guys, hope you're having a good time in London. I'm just curious why you guys stopped doing the famous Give Each Other Movie segment. Need more Mosquito Coast and Youngblood type reviews. Thanks, guys.
I'm actually just blown away people listen to our show, so that's cool that we're getting some. We're getting some emails, so keep them coming.
I'm just mad that none of the international people emailed in and told me how they found our podcast. Because we had a few.
Tisk.
But why did we stop doing it? Because we took a hiatus for like 4 months, and then we forgot we did that.
Also, we'd always give each other recommendations, or we would never watch them.
One guy would not watch them, yeah, and then he'd have to watch 2.
And then when you get 2, it's like, I'm not going to watch any.
No, I feel like each time someone got 2, we would they would just double it. Everyone got a week off. That's what we did.
We can start doing it again, though. I actually had some time to watch some movies since a month, since the month we
Took off.
took off.
Yeah, I haven't watched any. I wanted to go watch the new Thunderbolts, but I didn't.
Let's see where our how come it doesn't show our.
You gotta go statistics.
Oh yeah, it's usually just there on my phone.
Netherlands is popping.
Holy cow! Netherlands had 56 downloads.
What is the span?
Since April 18th. Is that where that big spike came from?
You know why? It's because we mentioned the best. Who were the best Netherlands soccer players, and then no one told us. But
yeah. So if you're listening from the Netherlands, let us know the best soccer player.
Let us know if Steve Cuevisto sent you, because he's been promoting our podcast everywhere. So shout out Stevie.
Yeah, thanks Stevie.
We were supposed to do an in-depth review of the Old Bucks tournament, but it happened a month ago. Luke's team won
2 years in a row. Me and AJ.
Yeah, and Stevie was on your team, right?
Yeah, Stevie was there.
My team went 0-2. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
I don't think I scored this year, which is...
Well, and your team scored like 11 in the championship. Stevie got a hat trick.
Oh, yeah. I think he went coast to coast on one of them, if I remember correctly.
I just remember he looked at me when I was on the glass, and then I gave him a thumbs up after he scored.
It's always a fun time.
It is. It really is. And then, we had the Nap Open 2 weeks ago.
Thought that was last week.
Well,
a week from yesterday.
Yeah, true. 2 weeks ago, if you look at a calendar.
Which had some nice weather for it, so that was good.
Yep. So shout out Mud Lake's own Carl Torla for winning the Nap. His team won. Shout out Stevie for flipping burgers. I think my team finished 5 under. What did your team finish?
I think we were 5 or 6 under.
I think AJ's team was on there too.
Which is pretty common for scrambling. That's like...
It's not good.
Well, it's not good, but I think that's what
a lot of
people end up being.
There. Yeah.
Because then we had the Dick's Sporting Goods tournament.
Friday.
Which
was a terrible...
It was fucking raining and cold. Like, rainy and cold. So, yeah.
Half the teams quit.
Yeah, there was like 3 teams out there after 9 holes, probably.
Yeah.
And it took 6 hours to do.
It's because we played as an 8-some, like we were supposed to.
Yeah.
We didn't know that everyone quit.
Yeah, we could have easily split off from the other guys, but it was pretty fun to BSing with the other team.
Yeah, it was good.
Because so for the Nap Open, they put the teams together based on your rank. So you just place with whoever and you get to, meet new people. But then for the Dick's one,
you put your own team together.
You put your team together, so.
We were with Brother Phil and AJ.
Yeah, and I was actually chipping really well.
You were.
Driving.
You were silky around the green.
Never the case. Usually I just line drive chips or take a hunk of grass out.
I think I shot like
2 inches before.
4-inch shots only. We couldn't make a putt.
Yeah, we were always around the hole and just never drained it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. They do like by the time we got to the hole where you like either throw a football, hit a tennis ball, hit a things. Yeah, you do other sports stuff. They took it down before we got there because it must have been our third to last hole we would have been on. Mm-hmm. We didn't get to do the putting challenge.
We barely got to do any of the challenges.
Yeah, because we started like on 5, but
and they hung up. Had some good hot dogs after though.
It'd be fun if I could golf more regularly, but I just don't.
Yeah, I'm taking a couple weeks off due to my back, so.
Yeah, I freaking got golfer's elbow or whatever, but I know, because it was so cold, and I just crank on my drives probably.
Crank your hog.
Yeah.
I saw you doing it a few times in the woods.
But it was, so it's sore now, and I feel old.
It was not a good day to be golfing, that's for sure.
Super cold, yeah.
It's super cold. I felt like I was never loose. Raining everything was wet. One guy threw his club into the pond off a drive.
Yeah.
And then he
did it again, yeah.
No, then he troopered and took his sock.
Oh, yeah, you walked into
the
pond to get his
I would have left
club.
100%.
I would have left mine because mine were $150 and I got them 12 years ago. So, yeah, I definitely would have left mine in there. He also lost it too. He lost his driver on the last hole.
It was hole 2, right?
Well, the hole 2, so yeah, close to the last
end.
But yeah, he had a really nice drive on that one somehow and still flung his club 20 yards.
I know, that's what they're saying when we pulled up. Yeah, it was wet, hard to grip things other than with your rain grip glove.
That Tyler gave me.
Did that actually help?
Yeah.
I know mine was my bottom hand, so my top hand would be loose, but good times.
Say a lot of golf? What else?
Could talk about Daredevil, but I'll let AJ talk about that.
We also went camping in Whitewater and trout fishing.
Yep.
We actually caught, what was it, Friday night?
I didn't catch anything again, so.
I caught one that no one saw, so they don't believe me, but I caught about a 6-inch rainbow.
There's GoPro footage of AJ killing a fish.
Yeah. I actually looked at it. It was like cut off for the fish, like so you could see like the line and stuff and what like him working on it.
I didn't have, because I wore it on my chest, right?
Maybe I didn't look through all yours. I was looking at AJ's GoPro.
Yeah, AJ.
And I couldn't see, like, it cut off right at the bottom.
I'm pretty sure I tilted mine to make sure I saw it.
Yeah,
Got it.
I'll have to go through it, but...
Why are you still here?
But yeah, what did we end up having? 4 nice ones to eat for supper on Friday night?
Yeah.
So that was
It was great weather, actually, too.
Yeah.
On the first night, raining.
Oh, yeah, it rained most of the day, but I brought Miko, my son, and... So I was following him around quite a bit, and he does not have the attention span to sit and trout fish yet.
So he's banned.
Yeah, so he's banned until he's 22. Just kidding.
Guys used to have to wait till they were 14 to go, back in my day.
No, he followed you around for a little bit. I think he followed around AJ for a little bit so I could try to fish, but the one I caught was I just walked down from our campsite to the river, and me and Miko were fishing there, and I ended up catching one, and that was like the first day, so I was the first one to catch one, and I just didn't catch anything ever since.
I haven't caught a fish in whitewater since 2016, probably. So, I caught a catfish, though, last year.
On the Blue Earth River, right?
Oh, the Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah. I keep saying the Blue Earth, because...
Right in Shakopee.
Yeah. Yeah, so, we could bring back the movie segment.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, I don't know. Mosquito Coast was a funny review. Youngblood still sucks. Not as bad as Terminator, though. But I did get to watch Shawshank Redemption out of it, which was...
Did you ever watch Training Day?
No.
Because I gave that to you, so
that's what you brought back.
Yeah.
What did you have to watch?
Was it like...
You too, and I haven't watched it.
I'll watch it. We have Max upstairs on the TV.
It's a great movie. It's a great... I really liked it.
So an AJ has to watch Mallrats.
I don't know what that is.
Mallrats, it's Kevin Smith.
Kevin Hart.
With, just that his crew of people. So like Ben Affleck's in it. Jeremy I forget the guys, but
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, no, the guys from Dazed and Confused are in it, or a few of them, and the girls.
Any of these movies.
That's because you're not a '90s kid for real. But no, Mallrats is pretty good. It's about 2 guys that their girlfriends break up with them, so then they go to the mall just to whatever kill time and eat rats,
like any kid would do.
Yeah. And then one of the guy's girlfriend's dad runs like a TV show, so he's like pretty much auctioning her off. It's like one of those dating shows back in the day.
Auctioning her off?
Well, not really, but that's what they make it sound like. So it's like the blind date where there's like 3 contestants, and then she picks one, and then she finally sees who she picks. Anyways, it's funny. A lot of funny stuff in it.
Maybe I'll watch it. What's it on?
Prime.
Okay, maybe.
I'm trying to think of the guys. Have you ever seen American History X? No. What about Butterfly Effect?
Well, AJ watched that one.
Yeah, that's a good one too, but I'm trying to think of the actor's name, but
Ashton Kutcher, he's in Butterfly.
He is, but his best friend in that movie, actually.
Okay.
So he's a bigger guy, and he's at the mall trying to, what are those mysterious pictures? What they used to call those, where you'd have to like adjust your eyes and then you see like a...
Mannequin?
Yeah. No, it's like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are they called? There's like, when you look at it, it just looks like a bunch of blobs all together. And then you have
the Rorsch?
No.
The Rorschach test? The superhero from, what's it called? The Watchmen?
All right. So yeah, Jason Lee's in it. Jason Mewes, Jeremy Lund.
Stan Lee?
Stan Lee's in it. He gives Jason Lee's character some relationship advice.
Well,
where's that guy?
I think you're thinking of a different movie at this point. Where you look at it and you see blobs.
No, it's blobs, and then you adjust your eyes, and then you see like a sail ship. So then that's what the guy can't figure, like, can't ever see it, and then people keep walking by like, oh, a sailboat, and then he gets pissed because he can't see it.
Pretty sure it's the Rorschach test. It is it not? The Rorschach?
Oh man, oh.
There's a Rorschach.
How do you
ROA. Oh, no, Roscha something. Yeah, Rorschach Test or something, not the fictional character.
No, it's not that.
Mystery Blob's picture.
Dude, it's where you look at them and like originally you can't tell what it is, but you have to like adjust your eyes and then like the picture appears.
Wow.
And it's funny because I could never get them either. Anyways, it's a funny movie. Some good quotes in it. So AJ, that's what you have to watch. Mallrats. It's on Prime, and you're watching Training Day.
Yeah, and the Thunderbolts movie. I want to go watch that.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good.
And then Superman and Fantastic Four come out this summer too.
So does Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, so does the other movie I'm thinking of that I can't say. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The Rorschach Test?
Do some Rorschach tests on the air.
Anyways, it's a lot different when there's only two of us.
But hey, we did way better than the last time we tried to do the two of us when we made like 8 minutes and we're like, yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, then we never published it.
Yeah. No, we didn't go far at all. Like this just...
Oh yeah, we just stopped.
But that's also we were trying to wing it instead of having a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else?
Oh,
Dazed and Confused again. That's a good movie.
Yeah, we played NHL on Friday, which
Oh yeah, Bree and I did watch a Netflix documentary that just came out about Osama bin Laden, about when they took him out. It's pretty good. So they went over like the 9/11 events and then like how they...
Oh, it was fake.
Yeah. How they ended up getting Osama bin Laden. And yeah, so it was just... It's a pretty interesting documentary. But it's like I was 18 when 9/11 happened, and I was just so oblivious to it. I was like, what's going on? Whatever. This isn't that important. Lo and behold, it was.
I was 2 and I remember it.
Yeah.
Church my life.
You're like, Luke, you got to go sign up for the military. Wait a minute.
Luke, give me a smoke and go sign up in the military. Yeah, I just remember learning about it in school a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably slept till noon and then woke up and looked at the TV like, what happened? Yeah, crazy. It's a good documentary. I think it's episodic, so, and we watched the first episode, so I didn't even finish it yet, but it'll be one that I'll finish because it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we played NHL on Friday and we went 8-0 to start. It was the club finals again.
You, AJ, and Nate?
Yeah. And then we ended up in the third round losing our first 2. Then we won. And then we lost. So it was 3-1 and we had to win 3 straight. We won 2, made it to game 7. And then we lost by 1 in the third round. So we finished 11-4.
Yeah, good thing I didn't play. You guys would have been like 4-11.
Yeah, right. We were good. And plus, yeah, I don't know. No, it would have been fun either way. Even if we were losing, it would have been a good time. That's pretty much it. I haven't been playing a lot of video games.
We tried to play ice hockey.
Yeah, the fuzzy.
Ice hockey. I don't know what was wrong with it, but I got to figure out why because that's a fun game.
Yeah. that was nuts.
So hopefully we can get episode 77 recorded maybe next weekend or something soon anyway,
Yeah.
or 2 weekends. We'll see.
Friday this week.
Friday this week.
We'll just start hammering them out randomly.
Yeah, Bum and Zilly haven't released one in a while. I'm surprised.
No, I looked. May 5th or something, I guess.
Yeah, they missed one this week. They've been every week they've been pretty steady. They're going to catch up to us.
They're like 51 or something.
When they're about to catch up to us, we got to do a co-podcast together. So like whatever if it's episode 95, it's their episode 95 and our episode 95. Hear that, Bum and Zilly? Let's plan
You know
that
what's
out.
funny is we invite them on our podcast all the time, but they never invite us on theirs, so.
Well, I think they record on like a Wednesday night, and that'd be pretty hard for me to
They
make
never
up.
invite us
But
even
yeah, invite us over to record a-holes.
on a not Wednesday. But yeah, they're at 51 and it was May 1st. Did you listen to their trivia one? Or not their trivia one, but they had a trivia at the end.
That one that they were calling you out for?
Yeah.
To see did you get it?
The 2 WHL players of the years. Did you get it?
No, I wouldn't.
I knew that it was Peyton Krebs was the Sabre. And then I guess Braden Point, because he was the only guy on the Lightning that I knew playing the WHL. But it's actually Oliver Bjorkstrand, so.
So you didn't get it?
Yeah. But then I commented and questioned to them. I said, I know 2 Wild goaltenders have won that award. Former Wild goaltenders. Do you guys know them? Do you know them?
No.
It's Darcy Kemper and Josh Harding.
Josh Harding, man, he would have been awesome, but he got MS, right?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was he was awesome. I thought he was going to be our long-term goalie for years, but
Yeah.
wasn't in the cards. So hopefully Josh Harding's doing good still.
He's coaching in Edina, so yeah, he is.
Oh, is he like the head coach varsity?
He's like the goalie coach on varsity, I believe.
Oh, all right. Whatever, cake eater. All right, that was episode 76. Sans AJ.
Yep.
Old school, new